Hello everyone, welcome back to 30 Days of Yin Yoga. Today's theme will be around the new moon in Capricorn. Exciting, exciting. Feel free to grab 2 blocks, a bolster or a pillow, any props that you would like to help support you throughout our practice today. Go ahead and grab your bolster or your block and come to sit on it just at the edge of it so your pelvis tips forward and come to cross your legs in front. You find Sucasana, easy pose. Play around with how close or far your heels are. Maintain that your hips are above your knees here in space and find a nice tall spine. We'll go around and come to find stillness. Allow your hands to rest on your knees, facing up, in order to receive some energy here. Begin to connect to your breath, your center, sending your breath deep into your diaphragm, expanding your abdomen wide. And as you exhale, bringing your belly button towards your spine, allowing you to expel all the old out, leaving room for the new. Maybe you set an intention for class today, one that you can come back to throughout our practice. Maybe you can come back to it once you leave your mat, or that you can come back to every day this year. What is the life that you want to lead? Sukhasana can help to calm the chatter of the mind, which is quite important right now, as the first new moon of the year lands in Capricorn. We've just passed New Year, and there may be some expectations to implement every new change you desire right now, all at once. But I invite you to take this time to sit and be still with yourself. If your mind begins to wander, just gently invite it back, connect back to your breath. Bring your presence into the present moment. I know it's easier said than done, but it's all about your intention. You have to start somewhere, and that somewhere can be something small. Gently begin to open your eyes and allow light to come back into your eyes. Remove the block or bolster from under your seat and set them up behind you. We're going to find supported fish here. So the block that is closest to you, have it long ways, and the block that's further from you, have it parallel to the top of your mat. Extend your legs out long in front of you, then begin to lay your back onto your first block. Your first block will be kind of just in between both shoulder blades. So your block is like an extension of your spine down. And then your second block will be able to rest just under your head. Play around with where you land in this pose. You shouldn't feel any tension in your back or your neck. So feel free to move your blocks around or your pillow if you chose to use a pillow. Find a place where you can find stillness. We'll journey throughout the chakras today through each pose, and beginning here in fish pose, we begin to activate the throat, crown, and third eye chakras. At more intense levels, the flow of energy is active and regulated, balancing the chakras of the body. And as a result, this gentle backbend increases self-confidence, well-being, and emotional growth. Begin to focus on how it is you want to feel this year, and the details will slowly fall into place. Gently begin to bend your knees in, and then just roll your body over to one side, catching yourself with your hands. Go ahead and remove your props and just set them off to the side for now. And then come to lay back down on your back. We'll find half happy baby pose. Extend your left leg long, and then bring your right knee in towards your chest. Reach your right arm and hook your hand around the outside of your right foot. Allow your left hand to rest on your hip, and bring your right knee towards your armpit. Find a place where you can arrive at stillness here. Allow this pose to evolve and develop how your body is calling for it to. With your right knee bent, begin to release your right hand and then bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee to send your right knee over to the left side of your mat. We find supine spinal twist. Option to take your gaze over to the right side. If you close your eyes, arms can be out long in a T or in a cactus pose. Maybe you place a gentle touch of your left hand over your right knee to help send the energy of your knee down in space. Here we begin to tap into a number of chakras, the main being the Muladhara, the first chakra or the root chakra. And as you connect to your root, explore creating structure in your life that can help you remain accountable to yourself and aware of your daily vibration. Gently take your gaze back up to the ceiling and send your leg back over to the right side. Extend it long on your mat. Find a neutral spine here. Then bend your left knee in. We find half happy baby on our left side now. Maybe you find a similar or different iteration, listening to what it is your body needs on this side, respecting that, and showing up for yourself. Happy baby, half happy baby helps to begin to stimulate the root and sacral chakras, which also is that promoting of emotional well-being. If you've noticed, it's kind of the thing we're going for today, emotional well-being. Gotta have yourself before you have anyone else, you know? This pose really personifies the baby, which dwells within each of us, no matter what age. And as babies evolve, you always have the opportunity to evolve, no matter the stage in your life. So as we work with the new moon in Capricorn energy, know that this is an opportunity to form a lifestyle for yourself that holds space for your visions to evolve. Slowly release your hand from your foot and send your left knee over to the right side of your mat. We find Supine Twist on our left side now. Option to take your gaze over to the left, finding a similar or different iteration here. Being curious of yourself, of your body, how you're taking up space, how it changes and progresses as you stay here in this moment and find stillness. Reminder, if and when your mind begins to wander, just gently bring it back. Begin to rotate your head so your gaze goes back up towards the ceiling. Send your left leg back over towards the left side. Bend your knees in and just roll over onto your side and gently push your way up. We come to find crushed wing butterfly. Bring your heels in, your feet come to touch, your knees go out wide to the side. Option for blocks here to either lift your knees up or for your head. As we inhale, we find length, and then as we exhale, we hinge at our torso. We come to fold our chest forward. Option to take that block on your toes so you can rest your forehead. Find an extension of your arms or an iteration of your arms that works for you where you can come and find stillness. We continue to work with igniting the lower chakras, specifically the Muladhara and sacral. The root chakra connects to the sense of safety and security, whereas the sacral chakra links to the emotional and pleasure needs. Start to get back in touch with your sensual, pleasure, and confident state. Begin to take account of where you are and what small incremental shifts you can begin to make for yourself. Slowly roll your spine back up. Allow your head to be the last to rise. Find a nice tall spine here. Go ahead and set your blocks off to the side. We'll make our way onto our knees and hands as we begin to shift in to frog pose. Come to a tabletop position and then begin to open your knees out to the side. Option to bring a blanket here or fold your mat up to find cushion on the insides of your knees. And start to build up a little bit of pressure here, and we don't want to start to feel pain. We want to be able to release, so just find that nice cushion. Your knees are in line with your hips and your feet are flexed. You open up depending on your range of motion as far as you can in your hips. Then go ahead, bring your forearms out in front of you, your elbows stack underneath your shoulders. Your arms, your forearms, and hands extend long from your elbows. Just gently allow your head to relax in space and find stillness here. This is a deep hip opening pose, so whatever arises, allow it to, and I invite you to stay. Frog pose also resides at the second chakra in our pelvis, which is the same site of emotions. It reminds us to feel our emotions fully and to allow them to flow. So that's, again, why I invite you If you feel something coming up, don't run from it. Allow it to come, feel it, see it, allow it to release, because that's what your body needs right now. If you feel a type of emotional reaction coming, your body knows what it's doing, so let it take control. Try not to allow yourself to drown out any given emotion. You think of a frog, they hop, they leap. It also might be time for you to leap into something new. What foundation can you create to prevent taking too much on too quickly? Everything that is meant for you will come, just maybe not when you expect it. Be very gentle with yourself here as you walk your hands back, press your body up, and then slowly bring your knees in towards one another. We're gonna find embryo pose here. It's just a little rebound. Your knees come in, your arms come in. Just make yourself into a little ball, allowing your body to rebound from that deep opening pose we just experienced. Begin to press into your hands and lift your body up. We'll come to lay on our back. We're going to find waterfall. So go ahead and grab your blocks. Bring your feet towards your glutes. Your knees point up to the ceiling. Press into your feet to lift your hips up. Place your blocks underneath your sacrum. Maybe you have a box, whatever works. And then gently, one leg at a time, lift your feet up to the ceiling. Find a place where your legs can almost find weightlessness. Extend your arms out long by your side, your palms face up, receiving that newness, that new energy, that new moon energy that we're working with today. It's a very relaxing pose, and it really helps to release tension and stress from our mind and body, and helps just aid in that relaxation, which we should continue to do for ourselves. It's winter. We're not meant to start new things. We're meant to just take an account, create that foundation, so when spring comes, we can start those new things. But winter is about that rest and restore. So let's honor that. Let's try to be more intentional with aligning ourselves with the seasons. As you're here, allow expectations to melt away. Allow the past to remain in the past, and think about the intentions you set forth. And today, this is where I will leave you. Feel free to stay in Waterfall as long as you would like, or if you would like to take this down and take a Shavasana, maybe a child's pose. Take the authority over your body, your space, and your practice, and find how you want to end it today. Find what it is you want to set forth for yourself with this new moon. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.